Welcome to another edition of Stogie Palace, once again in the Stogie office. Not for long probably, but today I have a swag, Puro Dominicano, the size is Infamous, which is a big 6x54 Toro. Did something different on this one. I haven't used a punch cut in a long time, but this is when I use it. You can see how this one is wide and it flattens out pretty rapidly there at the top. A V cut or a straight cut would be difficult because it's such a flat surface. A V cut may go too deep and mess with the wrapper. So I tried a punch cut, and that's what I ended up with, and got a perfect draw through that. Got some nice flavor there. Nice sweet smell there. Same there. So yeah, here's the punch cutter I use. I'll have to get out my magnifying glass to tell you what brand that is. Yeah. Get old, start losing eyesight. So let's get this thing lit up, see what's going on. At the end here we have a footband which says Puro Dominicano. So like I said, this is 6x54 Toro, rated medium to full. Got a good smell already coming off that foot. This has been aging for 2 months. I got it from, once again, the Baron, Austin Maddox. My Facebook, not mine, but a Facebook cigar group that I belong to. If you were to buy this one, Cigars International, I believe, like 5-pack or wherever else you can find it, it's in the $7 to $8 range. I like it already. Nice glowing ember there. Let's see, the wrapper is Habano. This is made Dominican Republic, hence the Puro Dominicano. From Cigars International, Swagger Like Jagger. New from Boutique Blends, this Dominican Puro puts a new spin on an old classic and attempts to harness the strength of a typical Nicaraguan cigar and pair with the flavor of Dominican leaves. Did they succeed? That's for you to decide. One thing I can guarantee is that this handmade is potent, given the generous use of Ligero, and offers a ton of spicy elements wrapped around a hearty tobacco core. Channeling the Nicaraguan profile with Dominican leaves is no easy task, but Rafael Nodal's skills are on display with Swag Puro. Medium to full in body, it has notes of earth, coffee, and a sweet and spicy finish. Boasting a rating of 91, it's a heady treat that could very well abolish a very old stereotype about the nature of Dominican cigars. This right here is a real taste of Dominican you've been missing all along. So, what comes to mind when I think of Dominican wrapper is the Opus X, which I have smoked and rated, and I expected high things from it. It was good. It wasn't outstanding. It was really good, but it just I guess I expected more. I think it's the most expensive cigar I've purchased so far. This one here so far, too early to say. I like the smoke output and the draw. It's coming out that little punch cut there. Getting the sense of dryness in the mouth. I think what I'm going to do from now on is they have these flavor wheels. I've talked about it before, but this is actually something different I'm talking about. A couple websites have, I think Half Wheel uses it, where it doesn't necessarily say, it'll say spicy or earthy, but it won't narrow it down to what it is, because I just don't have the palate to do that yet, if ever. I can't say raisins and whatever, all the other different subcategories within the categories. I can definitely say spicy or woody or earthy. This one here, I'm getting spicy right off the bat. Getting good smoke output. I got a fan with that air filter on it, I did it right this time. I did it wrong in my last video. I got a fan over here blowing it sideways out the window, and I have a little smokeless ashtray, which hasn't done anything yet because I haven't put it down yet. So, get into this first third, see what we think. About a third of the way in on this swag Puro Dominicano, and third in is about 25-27 minutes. Burn line's starting to get a little uneven there, and as you can see the burn line, also known as the mascara line, or it's called a couple different things. It's mostly, for the most part, thin, except for right there. And from what I've heard and read is that the thinner the line, the better the tobacco is fermented. This is mostly thin, just I think right there what's happening is trying to catch up. The ash is really flaky. It doesn't. This is the longest it's held on. It's hard to tell that I'm a third in because there's not much evidence. It's just flaking off into the ashtray, and it has nothing to do with the smokeless ashtray I'm using. Draw is still perfect. Smoke output is perfect. Smoking by itself when I'm not taking a drag off, so that's good. The flavor wheel I was talking about, there's a couple different places you can go on the internet to see what I'm talking about. Cigarinspector.com, they actually have the wheel itself with the groups, which is other flavors, flowers, plants, herb spices, earth minerals, fruits, nuts, and then subgroups within that. The one I was talking about was actually at stogiesontheRocks.com, maybe on other sites too, but they have their own flavor wheel, and it's broken down by creamy, woody, earthy, spicy, sweet, floral, fruity, and caramel. If I had to pick some from there, it's definitely spicy. I'm giving it that. Still got some dryness to it, little scratches in the throat occasionally, not all the time. I'm sure that's the Lajero in there. Woody, I'd probably go with that. A little bit of creamy too. Now to drill down deeper into that to be more specific, looking at the big flavor wheel, hard to say. You know, I mean, this has tons and tons of different things. Under other flavors, you got cream, leather, you got your chocolates, your coffees, your caramels, your char, your bread. So there's all those different things. I'm trying to get better at it. Still not all that great at it. My reviews are more on the technical aspect of the cigar. Is it a pain in the ass? Is it pleasurable? Do you have to keep relighting it? If you're out and about and you don't want to mess with a cigar, you know, I like a cigar that stays lit. This one stays lit. I like a cigar that burns fairly evenly. This one might need a touch up pretty soon. I'd rather have one that the ash doesn't flake because, especially here in the office where I have carpet, I don't want any ash falling. Because like I said before, ash is the stinkiest thing of cigarettes. You're not getting the full effect of how much smoke is putting out because of the fans, but it is putting out quite a bit. Short finish, but it's good. It's got that oaky on there, but that falls under plants, under the big flavor wheel, where you have hay, moss, grass, wood, which is cedar oak, and smoky, tea, tobacco, and vegetal. Can't do much of a waft in here. Don't really need to. It's blowing around pretty good. So I'll check in again about well, after another third. See what we get. Almost to the band point here. A little less than 2/3. About 57 minutes in. There was a little shift, which I always appreciate complexity in a cigar. Got a little sweetness in there. Never any harshness. I mean, the scratchiness on the throat, I don't consider that harshness. When I say harshness, I mean that bitterness. But no, that hasn't been a problem here. And it looks like the band's going to come off pretty easily here. Let's do it on camera, shall we? Actually, just slide off. But the only problem with sliding off is I'm always afraid of rubbing the wrapper and tearing it. So, yeah, piece of cake. Something I want to point out, and I don't have my glasses on, so I don't know if that's right side up. Yeah, it is. A lot of times in my reviews, and this one is no different, a lot of times it's the first time I've ever smoked it, and this is the case with this one here. Never smoked a swag at all. I did smoke an aging room, which I'm going to rate that one because I got 2 of them because it was so nice. So good. The flaky of the ashes, the short ashes kind of returned again. My problem with that is the ash falling off, getting the carpet, getting the keyboard, getting in any of the stuff here. That's the stuff that stinks when it's the next day or so. That's the kind of stuff I'm going to get in trouble for with the wife. Sweetness comes and goes. It's there again. It's nice. I like it. I would have to say oaky is what comes to mind. Maybe completely wrong, but that's just what I'm picking up. Your flavors may vary, but this is a very good cigar. My only knock on it so far, I did have to do a touch-up, like I showed you, is canoeing, and it instantly fixed itself after that. It wasn't a problem again. A little uneven, but nothing too serious. Just that ash, I wish it held on better. Not make a mess. So. Let's go a little bit further. This one I think is going to be about an hour and 30 minute steak. So good quality, good cigar. Getting towards the end here, and starting to get a little uneven there. Starting to warm up a little bit too, so I'm going to end it here. This has been a really good cigar. Would I buy more? Well, I didn't buy this one, but yes, I would. Starting to get a little more peppery again towards the end, but it's really good. The wrapper is holding together really nice, so it looks like it's like a thick wrapper. So very good construction. The smell I was getting off of the wrapper when I take a drag, really, really nice. You can smell right before you take a drag off of it. It's once again, I mentioned this lots of times, where kind of cigars will take me back, and this one's no different. Where it reminds me of Dunhills that I smoked a long time ago, 25 years ago or so, which are Dominican also. This one here, I'm going to give over here, I don't know, I'm out of my element here. I'm going to give this a 94, and it's a high 94, looking at my other 94s, which are a lot. This is right up there near the top of those 94s, which is one peg below the Opus X, which is another Dominican wrapper, which I guess are not terribly common Dominican wrappers. Just had to do that one touch up. If I decide to keep going, I may do another. What the heck? I'll do it right now. With the wind in here and the fans. See that? Just the heat alone just ignites that wrapper on that little extra area there. Lots of smoke. Perfect draw throughout. That punch cat worked out great. It's something I don't use very often, but it's perfect for this shape of cigar. This is nice, definitely nice. I like that aroma a lot. It really takes me back. So once again, this has been the Swag Puro Dominicano, the Infamous, which is a Toro, made by Boutique Blends, Rafael Nodal. Great guy, nice guy. My first Swag, liking it a lot. Can't wait to try the Swag S, which is a Maduro, San Andreas, my favorite. So thanks for watching. This is Chris at the Stogie Palace. Checking out. Check out my other videos. Check out Swag, Boutique Blends, Aging Room, all the same company. Very, very nice. I'll talk to you guys later.